Hey guys, I'm Brittany Brown here at the High School Star League of Legends Grand Finals. I'm sitting here with Corrupt from Cerritos, who has just come off from a win against Crescenta. Now, I want to ask, how do you feel about that game?
What I said before was just harmless trash talk. They're all good players. It was at first it was kind of a slow start, but in the end, I think we took control.
Was it at all what you have expected?
Actually, the picks and bans were actually completely what we expected. Many people think that I was maining Lee Sin, but I've actually been practicing Elise, and we are anticipating them to take Lee Sin away from me so I can play Elise. So I think it all worked out.
What are you thinking going into this next game?
This next game, we're going to try to make fun for the viewers.
Awesome. Do you know exactly how you're going to be doing that?
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise. All right. How are you feeling about Crescenta?
They're all good players. No disrespect between us. There is a high chance that they break our win streak, but we'll be trying our hardest too.
Do you think that this is going to go to 5 games?
Probably not.
Probably not. All right. Some more trash talk. All right. Okay, so we're very excited for this next game. I know that you're probably pumped. So let's send it over to the casters to start the next match. Thank you.
Hey, there we are. Thanks, Brittany. Fantastic, fantastic interview. Now Cerritos taking a very commanding game number 1. Holy wow. That was impressive. A 21-minute win. Jax completed his Triforce 15 minutes in. The staff of the Seraphim on Orianna at 11 minutes. That was impressive play.
Yeah, just what a good game coming out from them. And now, what to think about. So going back to what Decrup was talking about in that interview, there will be something interesting in this next match, next game. I'm very excited to see that. I want to see what Cerritos can bring to the board with interesting picks. Because we've seen it before. We saw in their quarterfinals match, they actually went for a 3-way lane swap. And then like a Rammus, and the support was playing a Rammus jungle. And it was like, what is happening? And they won.
A bit interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're here now and still rocking that 16-0 win-loss record. That is some really impressive numbers. Though we will be getting into game in just a moment as soon as the players decide to take us off. Really just absolutely thrilling stuff so far. Now, Crescenta Valley, they're down game number 1.
Yeah.
This is the best of 5, so they have 2 more opportunities to turn it around, but they really don't want to wait one more game.
Yeah, it's definitely just, they want to take it now. And, with Cerritos apparently doing something interesting, maybe it's time, but we are into the picks and ban, ladies and gentlemen. It's Crescenta Valley High School versus Cerritos High School in the High School Star League of Legends Grand Finals. Game number 2, Cerritos High School is up 1-0. It's going to be an entertaining match.
Now, we're getting into the ban phase. Vital bans cannot let that LeBlanc get through for Yahoo.com. Have to try to steal the Lee Sin away from Decrupt. I'm a bit curious to see what Cerritos are actually going to end up first picking this time around, because they do have the freedom to do that. If LeBlanc ends up getting through, that means Yahoo.com is going to be on one of his most favoritist, popularist champions ever.
Yes. Well, it looks like it's going to be similar bans in the last game. Crescenta Valley, they want to take out the Yasuo and the Kassadin. Also going to see Morgana, Evelyn, and Kale taken away.
And that definitely makes sense. And that's interesting. A first pick Lulu for how to play. Now that could be top lane Lulu,
anyway.
Could be mid lane Lulu. Heck, it could even be mid lane support Lulu.
Yeah.
But, how to play, he's shown us unconventional play before. He took Yasuo, he took Jax, he took Renekton. He's capable of throwing out the crazy action. And, this is not surprising at all.
Yeah.
Kahlua and Wazers.
Yep.
Kog'Maw Nami bottom lane.
This was the bottom lane we were talking about. If they actually go, I was expecting to pick Lock into Kog'Maw. Anyway, it's a bottom lane that we were talking about. It's one that we had a highlights of as well, where Kahlua on that Kog'Maw just gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Somebody else coming in.
A Karthus locked in. Karthus Lulu.
Yeah.
We were talking a bit about it in the last game when it was hovered over. But that is amazing. I'm really hoping this is actually going to be what it is. Karthus jungle. It works if you can get the blue buff.
I mean, if we're talking about what it really is, we have 2 smites on the board.
Looking at 3 now.
Yep.
As it's locked in. Yeah, I think they're going to switch it up, but no surprise to see Yahoo.com take that Thresh. One of his...
For Mufasa.
Yeah. For Mufasa, of course, in the support role. One of his most popular picks.
Definitely.
Very mobile, again, very aggressive, same as the Leona. Just loves going for the hard engages. The AD carry pick for Nuera, though, that's going to be a bit interesting. He sees a very squishy team composition so far on Kog'Maw, Nami, what might be Lux and Lee Sin. So something like a Lucian could work, bursting a target down. If Cerritos want to try to drag it out into the late game, which isn't really their playstyle, we could see a Vayne just shred through all of the healing to keep Kog'Maw alive.
Yeah. So pick is going to be a Lee Sin coming in for the jungle. Lulumai Nunu, of course, getting that pick, as you're saying. Contested pick. And actually, Decrypt in the interview with Brittany, apparently, doesn't play too much of the Lee Sin anymore. He's been practicing Elise.
That explains his performance in the last game.
Yeah.
He
very well
happened to
done.
land nearly every single cocoon. I think I saw one of them go wide in the 22-minute game.
So Twisted Fate for Kalel. He's actually played that twice in the recent ranked team matches. 50% win rate on that, actually. So, not the best, but still, as a champion, he does like to play a bit.
It'll certainly be interesting to see what they end up going with. Now, that Twisted Fate in the mid lane, likely going to be against the Karthus. I mean, we talked about it briefly, like Karthus in the jungle, but really he's a mid laner at heart.
Yeah.
Yes, he can go for the jungle just because the Wall of Pain is an excellent slow that's really easy to land if you max it first. Trouble is he doesn't scale very well into the late game.
And they're going to lock in the Quinn.
Oh man, Quinn to win.
That's the real question. And if they lock in the Gragas, Yahoo.com actually got a quadra kill on this Gragas in one of the games. It was back in the fall season. He had a huge amount of burst, got a double kill right off the bat, ended up with a quadra kill. And there is the Quinn locked in. New Era going to be taking Quinn down in the bottom lane for the AD carry.
That is exciting. Now, Quinn doesn't have a lot of auto attack damage. She really relies on getting her Hunter's Mark passive at blowing people up over time. And because of that, she makes a great team fight assassin. Trouble is, her laning phase, it's a little bit rough. Just because her AD ratios don't scale so powerfully with other champions, especially against a Kog'Maw who gets true damage with extended range after every attack. That's going to be a pretty difficult laning phase, though. I think if anyone can do it, it's going to be New Era.
Yeah, so looks like we'll be seeing Yahoo.com on... Oh, they'll be switching around. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. Yahoo.com most likely going to be on that Gragas, which I'm excited to see, because this is a pick we haven't seen in a while. They're having fun with this. Where will it land? No one knows.
It's like roulette.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just shuffling around. You
But
know,
we do know.
It could be the Karthus. It could be the Gragas, the Lulu in the jungle. I really don't expect. I really don't think that's going to be what it is.
We all know it's Quinn jungle, obviously.
Hey,
the blind is like, come on, who can forget that?
That's what it is. Give it a show. But Crescenta Valley showing their team composition, of course. They don't want to switch anything. That's going to be Flash taking Shyvana in the top lane. Now, that's a champion we've seen him take a few times.
Yep.
Something that he's definitely comfortable on. He's really just an excellent bruiser. And if Renekton isn't on the board, then why not Shyvana?
Yep, played quite a bit in ranked teams as well as twice in his round of 8 and round of 16 matches. So, as you're saying, definitely champion he does like. And this is a pretty kind of a standard composition coming out. And actually, we're seeing a mid lane Lulu and a top lane Gragas.
You know, Decrypt hinted at it. He told us to watch for it. Ladies and gentlemen, High School Star League Live Grand Finals. We have a Jungle Gragas. Jungle Gragas. That's a Jungle Karthus.
Oh, gosh.
The
Yeah.
Death Singer himself is
That is
resorting.
zany.
He's yodeling for Crescenta Valley's demise.
Yeah, that
Little
is-
did you know he yodels in his free time. That's why his voice is so fantastic for heavy metal.
Yes.
It's a true story.
I will agree with that because I don't really know better. So this will be very interesting to see what Cerritos High School wants to do with this composition. Let's go ahead and talk, it's kind of weird. Let's go ahead and talk about the strengths of it. Jungle Karthus, what does that bring to the board?
You know, I said earlier, the Wall of Pain is excellent for ganking. It's really huge range. Just walk into lane, drop the Wall of Pain. If they walk through it, they're going to be slowed enough for you to land some CC follow-up. There's going to be the Quinn and the Thresh for Death Sentence follow-up. That's just a significant amount of burst, and it is actually going to be pentakill Karthus.
Yes.
Goodness, I hope that's
knew
actually
it.
going to be a pentakill Karthus. But ladies and gentlemen,
Oh,
we are now
gosh.
loaded onto the Rift. This is going to be game number 2 between Cerritos High School and Crescenta Valley High School. And I know you still see our beautiful mugs on the screen, but we'll be getting into the game in just a moment. And let's now talk about some of these early item pickups. Kal-El in the mid lane on Twisted Fate.
Yeah.
He's taking an early consumable flask to deal with that Lulu. That definitely makes a lot of sense. Lulu, glitter lance poke, auto attack poke,
There we go.
you name it, poke after poke.
Yep. Just goes for so much sustain in that lane. He's going to need it. He wants to survive until level 6. When he reaches level 6, probably wants to go around the map. You get a good play coming out with a teleport on your top laner as well as the Destiny on Twisted Fate. When we're on the map, bottom lane probably somewhere where they want to go. Wazers and Kahlua, as he always says, really strong bottom lane duo.
Now take a look at the summoner spells for Kal-El. He's rocking both Flash and Ghost for maximum mobility, and Twisted Fate already able to use that Destiny Gate combo to get himself around the map. With Flash taking teleport in the top lane, that means we're going to see a very mobile team composition out of Crescenta Valley. If they're able to get more powerful rotations than Cerritos, they might be able to take some powerful objectives. I mean, yesterday we saw them go for an entirely objective-based play, and that's what allowed them to take the win against Cerritos.
Yeah. So now, we'll be seeing the normal line of scrimmages. Nothing big coming up in terms of starting positions for these teams. Just want to start this game outstanding once again. So Crescenta Valley definitely feeling the pressure. It's a best of 5, of course, so they always have more time to make up, or more games to make up, but still very hard to go up against. After a game like that, going up against Cerritos High School has to be scary. So with a team comp like this, though, they just have to try and exploit the weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still just enthralled by this jungle Karthus. He's already cleared out the camps, which means he's going to get bonus damage onto the blue buff. It's not something you see every day. I mean, sure, maybe you'll see it in solo queue every once in a while. You'll play it for fun with your friends on ARAM. But jungle Karthus in a high ELO game. Now, this could be Cerritos just trying to be generous, saying, look, we're 16-0 right now. Let's at least make it a fight.
Yeah, they're saying, I mean, they said, we want to make this interesting. They also said that Crescenta High School could easily, or not easily, but it's possible for them to pick up a victory. Or, no, keep the end the undefeated streak of Cerritos High School. There you go.
I certainly hope that streak is going to be ended.
Oh, you do? Wow.
Because as it stands, Cerritos, they're in a very commanding position. And no surprise, we're seeing standard ganks, farming from these guys. No ganks from the junglers. As both Lulu Mainunu and Decrypt are just moving out through their buffs. Nothing too crazy early on. Karthus absolutely dependent on that blue buff. So his ganking window isn't based on red buff. It's based on blue. Once that tapers off, his mana pool is going to be under threat. And he's going to have a much more difficult time catching people out of position.
Not going to land for Mufasa in the bottom lane. He takes a lot of poke for it. And they do force him back out onto Kahlua. So far, a pretty aggressive bottom lane as they keep just trying to fade out.
Now we do have Kahlua just farming away in that bottom. He's going to be taking a bit of damage as he's just trading a bit. Now, Flash engaging onto How to Play, but here comes Lulu Mainunu from behind. Now, How to Play has got his Flash. He's actually turning onto Flash himself, uses the body slam to try to escape. He's going to make it over the fat of the wall. The big guy with the big escape.
Yep, a nice flash coming off. That's probably one of the hardest walls you ever need to flash, and did it well there. Hugged the wall first, got over it. So nice escape coming out from him, but of course a nice gank from Lulu Mainunu. Finds him unawares, a little bit too far pushed up, able to burn a flash for it. By the way, once again, Mufasa just taking damage.
Mufasa caught in the Aqua Prison. Ignite is ticking down. He could be healed up any second now. Kalua's exhausted. He is going to be healed by Nuera, but Nuera is still going in. 1v2. If he can manage to pick one down, he's bringing Wazers low. Is he going for the kill? Heal is dropped. He's going 1v2. Flashes forward, but it's going to be Mimic now. Halo is running for his life. He takes it. First blood picked up and kicks him into range. Nuera making plays, and he takes the Dark Passage.
Wow. And that is Mufasa, New Era in a nutshell. What a play coming out from the Mufasa, living on such low health. He had that ignite out of him, he still survived, he stood still. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna wait this one out, see what happens. He survived from it, and New Era's like, don't worry, bro, I got this. Went in 2v1, took them down, had the dueling power of Quinn on his side.
Yeah, that was incredible play from Nuera, using the knockback to put him in range into the running Nami and pick up the kill with the last auto attack, and Mufasa. Any other support would have ran away. Any other support would have left Quinn to the fate of the minions, but not Mufasa.
Yep. He was there, they're bros, been friends, before the team. They're like, you know what, I'm always here for you. Top lane though, we've seen the game coming up. How to play in a bit of trouble once again. Lulu Mainunu knows the flash is down. He's trying to duel out of here, but he's too low. He does pick up a kill onto Lulu Mainunu. Flashes right behind him, flashes and does pick up the kill, but How to Play 2v1s it.
Impressive stuff from Cerritos High School. Every single one of their players are so confident on these picks, but here's Kal-El going on to Yahoo. He actually forces the flash.
Yep. Nice damage coming up, but no mana on either of these guys here. Ghost is actually forced out from Kalal. Not going to DC. He actually went Flash and Ghost.
That's really good stuff from Yahoo.com. He did only flash. If he gets caught in a yellow card, though, that's one very dead Lulu. He doesn't have a lot of sustain or mana regeneration.
No mana right now. Well, a little bit of mana, but very, very low on mana. Bottom lane, though, nice double bubble.
Yeah,
Taken down.
taking a lot of damage here. That early Bilgewater Cutlass means New Era bursts Kog'Maw into oblivion. He's not even going to try to go for damage onto New Era. He just goes for the minions instead with that.
And this Quip pick, while we think about it, is a really good pick against the AD carry Kog'Maw. Kog'Maw early game, very auto attack based champion. Nira has that blind coming off, can hit it fairly easily when they're close by. It's a nice white skill shot. And this works so well when they're dueling.
Yeah, and as it stands, New Era, he's 11 CS over his opponent. It's 6.5 minutes in, and he's got 3 kills under his belt. Cerritos, as a team, are up 4-1 in favor over Crescenta Valley. This is just a very difficult position. They lost game number 1, and with this early power plays out of New Era and how to play, looks like they might even be taking game number 2.
Yeah, and this is a very different bottom lane from the last game. Last game, Kahlua and Wazers, 99% of the time they win the lane. They were winning that lane. You had a lot of CS going for the AD carry. It was the Roam that came down that disrupted the lane winning. However, this appears to be the 1% where they're not doing very well.
Now, we talked about it earned champion select. Decrupt, whoa, Mufasa looking for a bit of plays. Aqua Prison finds New Era and just forces the disengage. Look at how much damage. He gets level 6, is going to go for the Valor dive. He picks it up next, right? Deathset and finds Kahlua, and Flame pulls him back. A double kill. The Destiny is dropped, but it is too little too late as New Era is 5-0, 7.5 minutes in.
Wow, what an early play coming out. Once again, New Era Mufasa just making the power plays in the bottom lane. Instantly when he's level 6, he goes in there. And the execution from proccing his ultimate again, going right back into the human Quinn, tag teaming out, picks up the kill, and it was a good hook coming out from Mufasa to get the second one. And this bottom lane is playing so well now.
Yeah, fantastic, fantastic stuff. Now, Decrupt in the jungle, he hasn't been doing anything. He has just been farming camp after camp after camp. And you know, that's one of the ways that you can actually play jungle card this.
He might as well just go Feral Flare. He would have it stacked up immediately.
He certainly could. He does have the Amplifying Tome to build it into the Spirit of the Elder Lizard.
Yeah.
Though, he really needs to finish that item before he can effectively sustain in the jungle. And he hasn't actually left the jungle yet. He's already level 7.
Yep. Because of this, he's 10 CS ahead. Blue
I mean, who needs kills when you can just drop Requiem from the jungle?
Exactly. That's probably what he's here for. He's like, okay, guys, I just want to sit back. Just want to farm this game.
He's the insurance policy.
Yeah.
If Lulu My Nunu, if somebody gets low and New Era How to Play or Yahoo cannot get the kill, he'll just say, don't worry, guys. I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he'll start yodeling, and the Requiem will fall.
Yes.
I mean, have you seen him when he does it?
No, I have not, actually.
He just...
Well, you got to point the camera to him, and then I'll know.
Well, we haven't seen it yet.
You can't lie to me. Oh,
there he is. Yep, now he's yodeling. That was it.
That wasn't it. That was not it. That was not the ultimate, though. He was breathing. That's something more like breathing into his
He was just practicing.
Yeah.
Sounds like a heavy smoker.
Well, it's like us when we want to practice casting, but we don't want to strain our voices, so we're just like, yeah.
It just sounds pretty bad. Now, it's 9.5 minutes in. 2,500 gold lead in favor of Cerritos High School. They're up 6-1 with 5 kills onto New Era in the bottom lane. He's got a Blade of the Ruined King 9.5 minutes in.
He's 70 CS to 47 CS as well. And once again, such a different bottom lane from the last game. They're just playing so well. Ooh, closer coming in. The heal forced out by Kahlua to escape there because New Era is on the tail with the Valor coming in. But can't jump those walls. It's not Quinn.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
If there was someone else to jump off of.
And it's weird because he's a bird. And you would think Valor can fly over those walls. You think he's the one? Actually, he does have the dash.
I mean, that's how he finds targets.
Oh, yeah.
By flying over the battlefield and saying, hey, Quinn, look at this one.
Yes.
Then he pecks him in the eye. But here's Lulu My Nunu in the top lane looking to help out CVH Flash. Now, he's taking a lot of damage, does have the explosive cask, he's going to use that for now. Body slam to escape and available in just a sec, but the Sonic Wave catches him. He's going to, again, go for the Fat of the Wall. He does! And there's a pause, I think he's just doing this to be dramatic. He actually waited flash out over the top half of the wall as we're having a little bit of connection trouble. 3,000 gold. They're up 5 kills. Quinn has got a Blade of the Ruined King. Now this looks very dire indeed for Crescenta Valley. What can they do to turn themselves around? They're not down that much. It's only 3,000 gold, 9 minutes in.
Yeah. Yep. Still early in the game, but we do have the game resuming now, so we'll be seeing what happens from this top lane game. Here comes How to Play. He's very low. There's the Sonic Wave does land. Lulu by Nunu picks up the kill onto How to Play.
And the Destiny is going to be dropped by Kal-El just in case he needs to join out with the rest of his team, but uses that to escape. And take a look at this Decrypt. He's actually looking for a gank.
On Dragon?
Perhaps.
Nope. He's not looking for a gank. That would go against everything he's been building up this entire game.
You know, he does have the Spectral Wraith, and with that Lee Sin showing himself in the top half of the map, Cerritos High School are making a beeline for the Dragon, and that is going to be a gank on the Dragon.
Yep, just in time to go ahead, get the Dragon fight coming up. Well, not really a fight, just a Dragon take. 3-man it very easily.
And just like that, first Dragon picked up for Cerritos High School. 11 minutes in, they now lead by 3,500 gold.
Yes.
Crescenta Valley, they have got to start turning this around.
Yeah.
What can they do to end this spree from Cerritos?
Well, gotta get jungle pressure on the other lanes. Obviously, good jungle pressure up top lane to try and help out Flash. They do pick up 2 kills on How to Play, but he's the only one that's gone down so far. The other lanes need some assistance. Middle lane Kal-El, obviously he hasn't fallen to Yahoo.com, but he is 20 CS behind as well as a tower down now, and he is actually taking some damage, but he'll be safe.
They're not that far back in CS. It's about a 9 CS lead in the top lane, a 20 CS lead in the mid lane, and 30 CS, well, I guess that totals to about 60 creeps. About 600 gold.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy to write home about. But Crescenta Valley have got a team composition to take themselves into the late game. Kog'Maw, once he finishes his Blade of the Ruined King, he's going to be able to shred through any target. Twisted Fate, he's going to really spike in usefulness once he manages to start getting that level 11 Destiny, start roaming around the map. We haven't seen him do too many Destiny Gate combos to roam around. So I think that might help Crescenta Valley out. Now Nuera is actually getting locked down, but just takes the Thresh Lantern to safety. 12.5 minutes in, Cerritos lead.
Yep, and it's just a great game coming out from them. Mufasa goes for the play onto Kahlua for some damage. Bubble doesn't land.
And the Death Sentence, ooh,
Oh,
just close, so close. Not going to find Kahlua. Very aggressive plays coming out from Cerritos High School.
yeah, I mean,
They mentioned that they wanted to do something a bit interesting, and they are doing something a bit interesting with the Jungle Karthus.
in the bottom lane Quinn.
But Jungle Karthus isn't doing anything.
Well, bottom lane Quinn
he's
is doing
farming.
a lot of stuff at least.
He's AFK farming.
He's got Tear the Goddess now.
He does.
He's stacking that one up. He's like, see you guys, I'll be back when I have 750 stacks.
BRB. Oh, Requiem
There
being
he
dropped.
goes. Middle lane is where the kill goes, but however, bottom lane, Mufasa is in trouble against Kahlua, and Wise is chasing after him. He's not going to get out of this one. He is going low. He will go down. Kahlua with the kill. Meanwhile, though, middle lane, we did see a gank coming up there. Requiem got the kill onto Kal-El.
Yeah, that was a dive with Nuera and the Requiem from Decrypt, allowing Kal-El to go down, and with that, Yahoo.com is going to roam around, try to see if he can help out his team a bit. Looks like he is going to be heading down towards the bottom to help Kahlua and Wazers. Kahlua at 1-3-0 right now, finally picking up his first kill of the game onto an all-alone Mufasa.
Missed the channeling. I didn't think you could hear the singing. The
We did.
yodeling.
I heard it, though. The yodeling. You can hear it in your head.
That's creepy.
He's the death singer.
So 6-0 now, a new era. Blade the Rune King finished up, the Zeal coming up as well. It's interesting when you think of the Quinn build, not your normal average 80 carry. Top lane though, Flash and How to Play are going at it. Flash is going to find some nice hits onto him, but he has to be careful. Rod Evaders built up on How to Play. Going to get some tanky daggers going.
And Nuera finds Kahlua all by his lonesome. Dodges some damage with a good Thresh Lantern. While Yahoo.com continues to pressure down in the mid lane, now it's 15 minutes into the game. Still about a 3,500 gold lead in favor, 4,500 gold lead in favor of Cerritos High School as they just shove and shove and shove. They're looking for another turret in the bottom, and Nuera is actually being locked down here. Tidal Wave is available for Wazers. If they want to go in, they certainly could. Kal-El waiting in the wings with that Destiny and Lulu Mainunu looking for a gank. Now's the time.
And they really need to get something down onto that bottom lane because right now it's starting to spiral out of control. Without how Cerritos High School is in here, they just need more and more ahead in CS.
Mufasa finds Wassers, but here's Lulu Mainunu. He tosses the Dark Lantern for a shield, and the Tidal Wave is going to find Mufasa. He gets a good play back, but continues to take damage from Kahlua. I think this could very well be one dead fresh indeed. He is going to go down. Kahlua gets the kill, but here's Nuera looking for more. Here's the Destiny into the bottom, and that's going to be Nuera getting one. Is he going for two? He's going to be finally shut down by Flash. Decrypt joining the fight as well. This is how to play teleporting to see if he can get some action. Now Decrypt is looking for one. He's going to be locked down, but that AoE is just ticking away. He's looking for another barrel is dropped. He's not going to find it, but here comes how to play from behind. He's just running away for his life. Gets stunned into the turret. Yahoo.com can't get to him in time, and Kal-El is going to pick up the revenge while Yahoo.com bullies away Flash. He's going to have this no problem. And Flash is just making around, but too little, too late. A 3-for-3 trade.
Yeah, that's a nice trade there, actually, for Crescenta Valley. They want an even trade coming up, not a negative trade for them. And it was just, they had everyone getting down there. 2 teleports coming out, Flash, and how to play coming down. And also, Kal-El Destiny in there. So they had more members earlier into the fight, and they utilized that very well. So they were able to trade even. They finally took down the AD carry Quinn. And they got some nice kills onto key components of their team.
Yeah, and with that final shutdown gold onto Nuera, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah.
Over to Crescenta Valley. They're only going to be down about 4,000 gold now. 16.5 minutes in. Better than the 4.5 that they were previously at. But some major items are being built. The Blade of the Ruined King finished on Flash in the top lane. Athene's Unholy Grail finished on Kal-El in the mid lane. And soon, the Blade of the Ruined King on Kahlua in the bottom. With those, we could finally see Crescenta start to more effectively contest Cerritos.
Yeah, they finally, just went for a team fight in the bottom lane, and it wasn't a negative trade, so at least that's a positive thing to look at.
Oh, but bit of action in the bottom is Lulu Mainunu going to be caught out by Nuera and Mufasa, forced to flash away, but Nuera hot on his heels as Valor. He's going to lock him down. Pick up yet another kill. Now he's going 1v2 against Kahlua and Wazzers, tossing a lot of damage down. And Wazzers gets pulled over the wall. The box is going to be dropped. Tidal Wave is going down as well, but Nuera juking around now. Mufasa's going around from behind, but here is Kal-El from behind. He gets locked down by Nuera, and Yahoo gets dropped. Descends, pulling Kahlua indeed to his death. He does have that Ionian supply, so let's see if he can get someone. Nuera is going down. He does not end up dying, while Kal-El is able to pick up the kill on Denami.
Well, there's a negative trade. 4 kills going over to the side of Cerritos High School. Double kill as well for Yahoo.com. The top lane Flash dueling out with how to play. Chasing after this. Dragon to get after him how to play. Looking to find his way to juke out of here. Oh, he's just dead. Cannot escape.
And the explosive cast. He's at 12 HP. Uses the body slam to escape. He doesn't have Flash, but he just might be able to get out of this burnout. It's on cooldown for Flash. There's nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Yep, that was just a chase coming in with Flash. He knew he had that one. He had enough movements to go. However, a Destiny coming out.
Bit of an interesting Destiny, and Decrypt is low health. He's out of mana, but he's way too far to be collapsed upon. Yahoo.com is also in a position to flank, and did Cerritos take the dragon again? It did respawn. I saw it at the counter. There was 10 seconds before it came up, and now it's gone.
They snuck that one in once again.
Again, we're seeing Cerritos take the second dragon of the game. Lulu Mainunu trying to reclaim vision of a now useless dragon pit. But earlier we saw Crescenta Valley take a powerful team fight against Cerritos High School. That team fight ended up being an even 3-for-3 trade. And in Champions, like we talked about their team fighting capabilities. Heck, our clip about their team play was their team-centric focus. I think if they continue to force team fights, they might be able to turn this around. And what a juke from Nuera. He's going to find Wazzers. Holy wow.
The damage coming out from Nuera destroys him there. However, they're going to chase out Lulu Mainunu and Kahlua are here. Sonic Wave doesn't land. Neither does the Death Sentence. So they're going back out of there. But once again, this is too much damage coming out of Nuera at this point. Actively pausing the Zeal build. Going for a Youmuu's Ghost Blade.
Just because he wants to get the additional damage. Damage on damage. Nuera is a powerhouse right now. He's got a 13 KDA, 19.5 minutes in. He's 8,000 gold ahead of the enemy team. Single-handedly, Nuera, he's 3,000 gold ahead of any member on Crescenta Valley. That's a full item tier. Now, Yahoo.com's going 1v2 here. He gets kicked into Kal-El. He's not going to be able to get the kill. He ignites, takes down. Evan Flow keeps him alive, but Nuera with the double kill flash. Tidal Wave is dropped, and a triple kill on Nuera. Ladies and gentlemen, New Era is making plays.
He is Johnny on the spot right there, flashes over the wall, throws everything down, and he just picks up an instant double kill, hunts him down for the triple kill, and now we'll be seeing this tower get pushed in.
That is one snowball-y Quinn, and we do have a turret going down. Killua is going to be almost instantly obliterated as Flash comes over the wall to try to bring Mufasa, but he can't pick on the right target. It means he's taking a lot of damage. New Era godlike as he's looking for yet another, but Flash escapes with his life, while New Era is going to be looking for that turret.
Iceborne Gauntlet on how to play, going for a very tanky Gragas as you can see, but still he is doing some pretty good job at taking up a lot of damage as we just saw. The man,
We do have the Destiny Gate coming in. 3 members are low. Kal-El is looking for a kill. He's going to be CC locked. Mufasa takes that kill for himself. He says, you know what? I fed my carry enough. I want to kill now.
Yeah, he has, oh, whoa, look at his items right now. He has a BM sword and a pickaxe.
80 Thresh.
Oh my gosh.
AD Quinn.
Yeah, we're talking about interesting things they were going to do. And this is one.
AD doesn't stand for attack damage this game. It stands for all the damage. And Mufasa has got all of the damage. Infinity Edge pickaxe. He's going to... no, that's a BF sword pickaxe. This is about to be a support with an Infinity Edge. Cerritos High School are on a roll. They're 12,000 gold ahead, 21 minutes in. That's more than twice the gold income. Now Lulu Mainunu getting caught out here. He is going to be able to smite away his red buff and escape with his life, but when you're being contested for your own buffs, that doesn't bode well. Now Flash finds how to play on the recall.
Yep, they're going to find it. They're going to stop the recall. He is completely trapped out of here. He flashes over the wall. He goes right back over. He tries to drink them out, but he is just in a lot of trouble. Lulu Mainunu is right behind him, but the Onyx Ignite is down. He cannot get out of there. Lulu Mainunu picks up the kill.
A great attempt at a juke, but he just was too fast. He leapt the wall. Lee Sin was about to follow up with the Iron Will, leaving him completely isolated with Nami when he turned around, but he just couldn't find it. Now D-Krupp looks like he might be the next target. And with that Gragas dead, this could be good, but here comes New Era. He's looking for blood.
Yep, there's a Taiwan coming across to try to get him off. Meanwhile, Yaya Khan picks up a kill, but New Era does get taken out, gets shut down before picking up a kill. The hook coming in onto Kal-El. D-Krupp flashes in to get the kill. He does go down, though, into the ghost form, and now we'll be seeing Mufasa has to make a speedy disengage, just not able to get out. Flash picks up a kill, a double kill, though, coming in for D-Krupp.
That was 4 kills for 3 in favor of Crescenta Valley, and with this, they are feeling so confident they're making beeline. Now Yahoo.com is joining up with the rest of his team with the Rabadon's Void Staff at the Unholy Grail. Destiny is actually being dropped. Yahoo.com is taking a lot of damage, but he is so tanky. He has ability power for days. Look at that. He just runs away. What is that movement speed?
It's all about the speed up on him, and now
Ramus
he's actually going for a flash. He is very confident in his abilities right now. He's actually chasing Kib away because the Requiem picks up a kill onto D-Krupp onto Kal-El.
It's just crazy. D-Krupp, he's at 4-2-4 on Jungle Karthus. It's a 14-2-5 Quinn in the bottom lane, and
out of play. What are you doing?
you know, he is 1-5-3.
Yeah, he gets himself into this really weird situation.
Proxy Gragas. He's trying to help Crescenta Valley by decreasing his gold worth. Whenever he dies, he's not going to give them any gold. So that means he can afford to just dive turrets.
Yes.
That's what it is. He's a turret tank.
Yes.
Now, 23.5 minutes in. Cerritos High School double the kills of Crescenta Valley. It is 24-12 in favor of Cerritos High School. They're ahead by 12,000 gold, and with how to play splitting in the bottom lane, and New Era going off on his own.
Top lane though, New Era is in trouble. As you were saying, this item cannot go for his 3 kills in a row. Gets taken out very quickly by Flash and Lulu Mainunu with a lot of damage.
You know, that's a smart play from Crescenta. They just removed the highest damage potential from Cerritos High School, and a huge explosive cast is top, but how to play, he's like, what are you guys talking about? Proxy Gragas.
Yeah, the thing is...
NBD. NBD.
The thing is, you know what they saw? Crescenta Valley saw, the replay where, New Era just faced off 3, 1 by 1. They're like, you know what, let's just go throw 2 at him, and maybe that will work, and it did work.
See, that goes down, and how to play is just, again, taking
he's
so much teleport from behind.
There's the kill going down.
This is pretty interesting. Flash is going to have to use the Dragon's Rage. Kal-El joins in. He's looking for how to play, but that's the wrong person. That's Proxy Gragas. You don't want that. You got to be chasing the juicier targets. That's going to be Yahoo.com. That's going to be Decrupt, who escaped with his life, but now Yahoo.com CC'd down. He's got a huge shield because he's got approximately 8 million ability power as Flash is just chasing him away. Look at the CC from this Lulu. 1 versus 4, and he's still running around. Eventually, though, he is going to run out of mana.
He just keeps running around and turning back around to try and chase them off. Look at this right now. He is just playing so confident.
Oh, but here's New Era joining the fight. Gets one.
Oh.
He gets Dragon Raged away, but he's still in Valor form. Drops the Yomu's Ghostblade. Stun locks him down, but stun doesn't do anything to Valor. She's got a dash.
After gets the dash. Kal-El gonna go down low. The Sun Guard will be coming up. New Era does get taken down, but Yahoo.com avenges his fallen friend. Does find the kill onto Kal-El. They trade it 1 for 2.
Oh, but Yahoo.com's not done yet. He's looking for the Glitterland snipe onto Kahlua, but he's not going to find a Yahoo.com. 6-0-7 in the mid lane. We spent so much time talking about New Era in the bottom, who, by the way, is 15-4-6.
Man.
That we completely forgot about Yahoo.com.
And look at Yahoo.com. Look at his CS count. It's 260 at 25 minutes into the game. He is beyond the 5 CS per minute mark right now.
He was at 340 ability power 25 minutes into the game.
He's just been farming up in the middle lane. Came into team fights. He is shredding down kills. However, sending for New Era, he's had a few interesting movements that he just had twice in a row.
He's playing all-in Quinn.
Yeah, and that's obviously very dangerous because Quinn's an AD carry. He's building full AD carry Quinn. Diving into the front line, obviously not always the best idea.
All-in Quinn to win.
Yes.
And she is doing a fantastic job. Currently sitting at a 5.25 KDA. 26 minutes in. He's got 3 of his core items completed and is looking for the last Whisper now. Well, once again, how to play. Going for the Proxy Gragas. Just trying to keep Crescenta Valley occupied. And now we do have the Destiny Beam drop. It's going to spot out the Baron attempt from Cerritos High School. He's not going to end up teleporting as that was canceled out by Gragas. Now we do have Lee Sin. He's finding his way to the pit. Is he going to get the execution? He misses the smite. Oh, a little bit too fast on the finger. He's going to be locked down, and Cerritos, they take the Baron.
Yeah, Lulu Nunu just going in too fast. Here comes how to play, though. Runs right into enemies. Has to flash out of there. But still, nice play coming in for Cerritos. Once again, have how to play running interference, as you were saying.
Interference Gragas. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's not Proxy.
Like enforcer, like in the hockey rink. He's an enforcer. he's like, come and fight me. My team.
He's just smacking people around with that explosive cast. A body slam. The impressive play was that he stopped Kal-El using the gate. He was heading out behind the Baron pit to try to see if he could get the triple card onto the Baron. He didn't find it. Gragas says no to your teleport. You're going to have to pay the toll in order to teleport across the map.
Pay the iron price.
Payment in blood. And Kal-El, 2, 6, and 5, finally finishing off that Zhonya's Hourglass. If he gets left upon by New Era, he might be able to survive this time.
We'll have to see. Cerritos High School looking to push in onto the middle lane. 4 towers to 1 right now. The goalie is 14,000, 27 minutes in. A longer game than last game, but still dominating for them.
Oof. Death sentence. 1075 range. Kal-El was 1080. Just couldn't quite make it.
Yep. Unfortunately.
And we do have the first siege attempt. Now, Lulu Nunu waiting in the wings. Coming for a flank, but without Kahlua, I don't think that Crescenta Valley want to be taking this. How to play double Giant's belt. I mean, Gragas is a big guy. He needs a lot of belts to hold up his pants. Doesn't want to be caught out without any belts. Doesn't want to be caught with his pants down.
The most proper Gragas build I've ever seen.
Gragas Esquire.
Yeah, he's just, he knows what he needs. Doesn't want to disrespect himself, has some dignity.
Gunman Gragas. Wall of Pain being dropped, going to find only Flash, but Banshee's Veil not going to be popped while Yahoo.com splits in the bottom. Lulu Nunu defending in the top. 28.5 minutes in, Cerritos High School lead by 15,000 gold. They've got the Baron buff. They're now pressuring onto some inhibitor turrets to see. Here's how to play going in. Gets a decent explosive casket, completely whiffs. Flash going in. We do have the Destiny Gate being dropped. He's going to try to find New Era, who's just sitting in the back. Decrupt is just tossing out quite a bit. Yahoo.com is waiting in the wings. Death Sentence is only going to find a minion. And a successful disengage by Cerritos.
So now Bottleman is pushing in. Cerritos High School are able to walk away from that. Tadaway being burned their Destiny as well. But did lose the explosive cast coming out, but they will be moving down to that bottom lane for a tower push. They'll try to get the siege going. They'll see what they can do. Of course, they actually have how to play pushing in the middle lane right now, so they're just trying to keep the pressure on both of these lanes. Not to play, walk inside the base of it. Decided he wants to walk out.
Yeah. It's just impressive play from Crescenta Valley to be holding on this long. If this were solo queue, there would be rage quitters. But this isn't. This is Crescenta Valley, and they will hold.
Yes.
They just need to hold on long enough to wait for that Baron buff to fall off, to try to find the assassination on the New Era or Decrupt, and they can manage to find it.
Dashes in, taking Lantern out. No big deal.
I think they were just doing that for fun.
Yeah. Putting himself in some danger. You know, just gotta keep life exciting.
It's like, hold on, guys. We don't have any wards over the wall. Let me body slam over to see what's going on.
Just gotta check it out really quickly.
Okay. There's nothing too dangerous. Yeah. Give me a pull back over. Now we do have a fight breaking down. The turret falls. How to play right in the front lines. Now Lulu Nunu, he's taking a lot of damage from that card. This good tidal wave with the knockoff. Nuera is being slowed. He can't get onto his enemies. Now Flash is taking a lot. He's going to be able to kill How to Play. Now Nuera is going deep. He's looking for one. He's going to find two instead.
Quadra kill. Quadra kill coming up for New Era. What a play coming out from him with the Requiem. 4 members are down. Only Kalal is left alive. Inhibitor will be going down. And now we see Yadakam try to pick up Kalal. We can't find him though. He's sitting on the fountain. He'll be safe and sounds. However, not too much for the base. As we do see it get pretty low.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a caster, I have been trained to speak for a living, but right now I am speechless. Cerritos High School.
Ace coming in there as they just jump in onto that one. It's going to be Yagakam with the kill. They're going to look for the end of this game. We'll be having Kahlua and Wazers up, but they are on the Nexus. 3 members up. They're trying to defend them off. They will be trying to get them off the base, but New Era is actually on the Nexus right now. They're chitting around on him. They will take him off. He cannot end the game, and we will be seeing Cerritos High School having to back up, but the Nexus is so low.
This is absolutely a terrifying position for Crescenta Valley. Lulu Nunu is looking for Mufasa. I think he just showing some plays here. Now How to Play double Warmogs. He's going to be able to take a lot of damage, but with Ignite ticking down, he's still going to have to be careful. Those giant belts are going to be helpful, but unfortunately, they don't destroy Nexuses. And as long as the Nexus is standing, Crescenta Valley stand a chance.
Double Warmogs.
Impressive stuff. And now here's How to Play. He's going to be collapsed upon, gets immediately Dragon Rage. Those Warmogs, man.
Yeah, he was able to survive for a decent amount of time, but they had to use. You can see the smile on their faces right now. Oh gosh.
Yeah, Cerritos High School.
This game right now.
They were
It's just
32 minutes in. There's a naked Nexus sitting at about 500 health in Crescenta Valley's base. It's what is that, a 17,000 gold lead in favor of Cerritos High School? And Crescenta Valley, they take a turret.
They finally take another turret.
They're not out of this just yet. Now. Oh, but here is a very interesting thing.
Backdoor Karthus?
Backdoor Karthus.
That would not work.
Doesn't have the Baron's, the Nashor's Tooth.
It would not
so
work.
he can't get the auto attacks.
If
Unfortunately,
he had Flare, maybe he could do it.
Yeah. Lay Waste does not affect buildings. Nope. Contrary to the popular belief.
That would be, yeah. You'd think it would just lay waste the buildings. Doesn't do it.
One might even say that, no, I got nothing.
Yeah. I like took it right out of your face.
You did. It was too easy. The setup was perfect, and we do have Cerritos High School again on the siege. Crescenta Valley, 33 minutes. They're holding, but only just barely. We've got some major item pickups.
Two Warmogs.
Yeah.
Major.
The Blade of the Ruined King on Kahlua, soon to be the Trinity Force completed as well. That Zonya's Hourglass on Kal-El, really helping him in team fights. Just getting some amazing
the Infinity Edge and the Blade of the Ruined King on Mufasa, the support Thresh.
You know, he had a Targon. He sold it. Now, here's How to Play. Just going in. Flash in the front lines. He can't take that damage. He's got to back out of there. Well, How to Play is going to end up going down. The turret falls. This is now 5 versus 4 in favor of Crescenta Valley. A great tidal wave finds Decrupt, but he's right in the back lines, exactly where he wants to be. And he's still standing. The Zonya is going down. New Era is going deep. He's finally going to fall, but Decrupt is just dishing out so much damage.
Oh, the Rec Room gets canceled!
A huge cancel means that Kal-El is going to walk away with his life. Kahlua is going to fall because of it. He's looking for Mufasa. He might be able to get the kill on Mufasa. He does.
Flash is back alive. He's going back in.
That home guard is helping him go. The Destiny Gate combo is being dropped. He's going to be looking for it. He finds Decrupt. 4 kills for 2. And Yahoo.com, the sole survivor, once again. Now this is how Yahoo.com likes to play.
Yeah, right now, though, the Nexus getting hit on by the base. I mean, yeah, the Nexus getting hit on by the minions right now. Going to get down to less than half health. Yahoo.com, though, does find a kill onto Lulu Nunu. He's still sitting around. Flash is up and alive, but they have to fend off against these super minions. Meanwhile, Yahoo.com trying to take down this inhibitor.
Yeah, Flash has got to deal with this, though. He needs that inhibitor alive. If that falls, that is so much map control gone. That's then 2 entrances to the base for Cerritos High School. And with a completely naked Nexus, that's not something that you want.
Yep.
And their inhibitor respawns. Yep. Crescenta Valley are holding.
Yeah, they are so close to going down here. The Nexus still exposed, fending off Cerritos High School. Top lane tower does get pushed in, and Cerritos High School have been making some very interesting decisions, I think, in this game.
Yes, they are. I'm kind of curious to see what How to Play is building next. If I didn't know any better, it would be a Banner of Command.
Yeah, they just, well, it would be a very good pick because they can just have a super minion push, a super minion just right into the base.
A super duper minion, one might even say.
Yes.
Now it is 35 minutes into the game, 36 kills to 35 in favor of Cerritos High School. Nearly a 19,000 gold lead in favor of Cerritos, but we do have a Baron attempt coming out from Cerritos High School while Yahoo.com is zoning out. He's going to be caught out by Twisted Fate, though, who actually gets canceled once again.
By How to Play.
By How to Play. That's the second time he's ended up doing that.
Wow, but he's going to get cut off here by Kalu with a flash. The gold card will land. They will lock him up. They will pin down some damage, but the Dark Passage is there to take him away. And here comes the rest of Cerritos High School looking to make the final push. Kalu is going to be dropping low. Tidal Wave comes across. They're trying to get into the back line here. Decorrupt is going to Jerry.com though gets shut down. Kalua with the kill in the back line. Now they have to disengage. Flash is too low. Kalua is caught off guard. The AD Thresh doing damage. Muvasa flashes in, 80 damage, the Zodiac Zaglas, the stun coming off, and he gets the kill, they trade it! Both of them go down.
Amazing, amazing stuff. Crescenta Valley traded 1 for 2 onto a Baroned up Cerritos High School. 36 minutes in, they're still holding. That late game composition is finally coming together. The Blade of the Rune King, Last Whisper on Kahlua, is doing enormous amounts of damage to How to Play. Warmogs are great, but that doesn't matter when you're taking true damage, percent health based auto attacks. And while the inhibitor is going to be sniped, Crescenta Valley have got no problem with that. They have held with a worse inhibitor.
The damage that you were talking about. Kahlua just throwing it out.
Ooh. Close one. How to play.
Oh, Lulu Mainunu, man. Getting BM there. Now New Era is on his heels doing some damage. Gets the kill. New Era finds Lulu Mainunu. He flashes in looking for more, possibly. You have to be careful, though.
Yeah, looking for number 2. He is full build right now. And oh, man, How to Play is looking straight for the Nexus. Actually, he's just running background. Now Kahlua is running for his life. He goes down. Flash is trying to duo with New Era, but he just doesn't have the damage. He does indeed. The oxygen supplies. And the Nexus itself is going to be harassed. Requiem is dropped. Flash goes down 4-2 right now.
Decrypt has now entered the base. He's going to be taking down the inhibitor. The Nexus still exposed. 2 inhibitors down. Decorrupt and How to Play are putting down pressure. The rest of Cerritos High School are coming up soon. Kalal wants to turn around. A teleport actually coming right to the wall, right next to him.
Oh, How to Play. He's looking for the victory, and he just doesn't have the attack damage to bring down that Nexus. Decrypt running zoning. Yahoo.com is finally going to join him.
And Kalal getting low. Yahoo.com picks up the kill. A little Decrypt getting the kill onto Kalal, and now they're right outside of the base. Going to end the game right here. Cerritos High School, 37 minutes in. Crescenta Valley put up a good fight. However, the Nexus will be going down. Cerritos High School take game 2 of this best of 5 series.
Cerritos High School, they said that they would give us a show.
Look at these faces.
Oh boy, did they.
Yeah, that's How to Play right there. The cup shaking his head. He's ashamed of what they've done.
Very, very amazing play coming out of Cerritos High School. And Crescenta Valley, the underdogs, how did they hold for 38 minutes against that onslaught?
Well, interesting choices from Cerritos High School. Sending the top laner all the way back in deep while the rest of the team is now taking the inhibitor.
How to Play, running bodyguard Gragas.
Yeah.
Linebacker Gragas.
Yes.
Just trying to tackle people and lock them out of position. Some
game, though.
Absolutely amazing, amazing stuff. But again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the High School Star League's live finals coming to you from the Grand Del Mar in San Diego. Cerritos take game number 2. We'll be right back with the analysts to review the game before we get to game number 3 and see if Crescenta can start turning this around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the High School Star League of Legends Grand Finals. We just got out from Cerritos High School versus Crescenta Valley High School. Nice game coming in. A very late game coming up, so I'm here joined by Bunny Fufu and DemandCloud. Going to be analyzing some of the plays from the last game, so let's go ahead and get the first clip rolling. Going to be getting the first blood coming out. Very interesting first blood coming up, and overall, really nice play, so let's go ahead and get that up. And Bunny Fufu, go ahead and take this one.
This queen is just a god, so We're about to see the Quinn mechanics. Thresh is getting really low, so they're going like all in for him, and they completely forget about the Quinn God. And soon you will see the God. The knockback into the Nami is just so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. With the Thresh save.
Yes, some great analysis coming out. So, of course, we do have another clip coming up. It's going to be from ManCloud this time. It's going to be a late game team fight coming in. And this was, AD Thresh, probably started this one.
Yeah, this is the Thresh is so ahead, he's actually buying AD carry items. And TF really wants to get into like the backline coming up here. They get a kill on Lulu, I think. Yeah. They kill Lulu here, and they try to get into the backline. And Thresh single-handedly zones him out by borking him. TF would easily kill those people in the back, but then Thresh just solo kills and they trade kills back here. Yeah. Who fed this Thresh?
Yes. So guys, you hear what the analysts have to say. We will be right back to you with Game 3 of Cerritos High School versus Crescenta Valley High School. Guys, this is the High School Star League League of Legends Grand Finals. Don't go anywhere.